All right, guys. Ian Anderson, Paige Pierce, Central Coast Disc Golf, and we are back on the NT Series. We are in Santa Cruz this time for Masters Cup, Paige.
Yeah, we're at De La Viega, a very famous course. You guys got Jennifer Allen, myself, Zoe Andyke, and the Masters Cup winner from the AM side, Beth Aubuchon. She, first time playing with her, and she put up quite a good fight. So
She really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like how they throw the AM player on the feature card for Masters
Yeah, it was
Cup.
really cool. And, you know, being an AM and playing on a Central Coast feature card, you know, maybe the nerves get to her, maybe not. We'll see how she handles it.
That was absolutely true. Camera jitters are real. A different hole one this year, Paige.
Yeah, so we start up the hill, and usually these are coming down the stretch holes. So we're starting up long bomber up the hill, 345, probably plays more like 370 or so. The real main obstacle off the tee is that big bushy tree on the right. You just want to make sure to keep it over that.
You called it. Jennifer Allen reaching for a Star Destroyer.
Little bit early out of her hand and hits the left side, but she kind of rolls down to the center of the fairway. Luckily past that bush.
Yeah, not a bad spot to be, honestly.
Yeah.
Decently easy up and down from there, as long as you don't roll away.
Yeah, so on the right side, if you do roll too far, about 80 feet right of that bush, there is an OB road. It is kind of hard to get to, though, because of that tree line.
It does happen, though. We've all
Yes.
seen it. What are you ripping on here, Paige?
This is a Bio Defender, just wide and over the tree, letting it hyzer out, but I kind of hit that bushy tree and stopped my progress.
Nice. I saw Zoe throwing a Defender a lot, too.
Yeah, she is. This is one actually right here. She released a little bit low, but she got a very fortunate skip under that bush, and she won't have any obstacles between her and the basket.
Nice. I don't know if you guys caught the release speed on Paige's throw, but that was 66 miles an hour, Paige.
Wow.
That's faster than a lot of the MPO guys we film.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that feature up there. 50 miles an hour for Beth.
Yep. And she has 141 to the pin with this uphill approach.
Leaves it a little bit wide, so she's going to be close to pin high, but outside circle too.
Yeah. Jennifer Allen pitching up from underneath the tree.
Kind of had that branch in her backswing, maybe made her be a little bit cautious on that and hyzered out.
Beautiful throw from Zoe.
Yeah, that's her Marshall. This is her go-to upshot disc. If you see that white putter, keep in mind it is a Marshall.
And running this one, Paige?
Slightly, but it's really far, and I didn't have a whole lot of momentum, so kind of trying to run it, but knowing it's not that feasible.
Yeah, I think you were like 70, 80 out right there.
Jen to save a par.
Let's see it. Ooh, it's a good way to start your day.
Yeah, it is. So De La is a lot different than most of the courses we play on the national tour in that it's almost all par threes until this year. There's now one par four, but previous years it's all par threes. So, you know, in the FPO division, we're trying to get through even par, and I feel like that would be a pretty solid round.
Yeah, I think even par used to be 1,000 rated on the older, slightly harder layout.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's pretty close this year. Everybody else dropping in pars. Beth with a bogue, getting a good look at perfect form. How was that, Paige? Watching yourself in slow-mo.
You know, it's good. It's good to learn from,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Like I said, there is Beth with the lone bogue. Everybody else taking par. That is a good score on that hole, and par is also a good score on this hole, Paige.
Yes, it is. Hole 2, 276 feet. Again, super uphill, so it's playing more like over 300. And this is, I would say, one of the tightest holes on the course. You can see with that left to right slope, if you hit any tree or any root, you have a very likely chance of rolling to the right into those bushes.
Yeah, I've seen some 100-foot rollaways.
Yeah, so some players are taking this gap that Jennifer's taking with her Destroyer on the right side and letting it hyzer out. She actually got herself just about circle's edge.
That was a great shot.
Yeah. And then other players will take a left side gap on an anhyzer. I am going with Jennifer's gap, though, with my Convict.
Booming it up the hill, 60 miles an hour. That's a great line.
Thank you.
Wow.
I really like that shot. This is one of my favorite
Yeah?
lines on the course. So it feels good to hit it, especially knowing how much risk-reward factor there is.
Zoe getting it up the hill.
Yep, and this is her Defender, Bio Defender. Nice
Yeah.
shot.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Beth does go that left gap, but doesn't quite get it high enough with that upslope on the tee. It was a great release, just needed to match the angle of the hill. So she left herself with that.
Yeah, gets it about halfway there. She's throwing trespasses off the tee,
Yeah,
I think,
she's throwing lucid air trespasses a lot. She has 3 of them in her bag that she really loves, just different stabilities.
Cool. So we get a little bit of an unfortunate roll away there. And Beth loves this little forehand up with her lucid judge, I believe.
Lucid judge.
Yeah.
This is her go-to approach disc, and she throws it quite a bit, really well.
She does. Jennifer giving it a bid for the birdie, but is going to have to settle for par. And you got a great look as well.
Yeah, these, I think De La is so different because the hole is never over until your disc is in the basket.
Oh, that is so true.
Every single shot keeps you on your toes. Even this putt right here from Zoe. Ooh, and as you can see, the ground play, it's very prevalent, and so it brings the mental side of it into it too. You know, what if I miss? What if I miss? And just lets all these thoughts get in your head. So you guys are in for a treat this weekend watching some golf at one of the world's best courses, I think.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Really makes you think about the ground angle and the slope of the green and how you land it. It is just so touchy. Zoe cleans up a bogey. You're going to come back and clean up a par. Nicely done. I don't think I've ever seen anyone parked on this hole. Like, it's incredibly tough to get there.
I don't think I have either, actually.
Yeah. I bet anybody would trade places with your drive. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, I think that, the winner of the event is going to be the most confident on the greens.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're thinking about all these side hills and the roots and all these things that could happen if you miss, those are the times when you do miss. If you're just staring at the chains and hunting them down, I feel like that's the player that's going to win this weekend.
There you are, ripping up the hill. Even a little bit of hyzer on that release, getting a little turn.
Yeah, hyzer flip with my Convict. It's a straight to understable fairway driver, so just kind of letting it flip up the hill. And now hole 3, this one is dead straight. It really challenges, that.
Yeah.
How straight you can throw the disc, and that's something that's actually quite hard. This is 354 feet. Down to the right side, there's a big cliff. Down to the left side, there's also a cliff, but it's not that steep on the left side, but neither of the sides you want to be on.
Yeah, it's kind of basically a little plateau on the ridge here.
Yeah.
Jennifer putting her destroyer, unfortunately, in a tree and getting the 2 meter.
Yeah, 2 meter rule is in effect this weekend at the Masters Cup, so we will see one here about pin high on the left from Jen.
What are you ripping out here, Paige?
This is my Gatekeeper.
What's that?
I tried a little bit too hard. It's a West Side Disc new mid-range. It's similar to a Truth or a Buzz or a Rock.
And Zoe, this is looking great if it flipped just a little more. Maybe didn't fully commit to it. Kind of hit a tree, didn't go all the way down the hill.
Yeah.
I've seen people end up on the previous hole's tee pad from here.
On the tee pad? Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen them on the fairway for sure, but...
Yeah, Brittany Murphy like 3 years back.
Wow.
Remember her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Beth puts a little bit too much hyzer on it. She's going to hyzer down the left side, but she's in a good spot. I mean, this hole is hard to 2, so she's going to have a relatively simple look at a 3.
Mm-hmm. Paige, so you leaked right-hand side, and this was crafty.
Yeah, I kind of had one gap, so it limited my options, luckily. So I just went out to the side and threw a suspect sidearm.
So Zoe sticking a foot in that tree, saw where her disc was. She's up top at least.
Yeah, she got out.
Yep.
Not much you can do from in there. Let's see what Beth can do with her judge here.
Wow. She's got to look to save par.
She got in there deeper than I actually thought she did.
Here is Zoe's third, just laying up for a 4. I love Zoe's offhand, just hanging out there.
Yeah.
Doing the balance.
Counterbalance with the other half of her body.
Yeah.
It's a really good technique.
Gosh. What a bid from Jennifer.
Yeah, almost saved her circle 3 there.
Yeah.
Oh. Close run by Beth. And it's funny, I asked Beth walking up the fairway, did you play the same layout during the AM weekend? Just asking questions. And I asked her if the battle was pretty close. And she laughed and said, round 1 was pretty close.
Really?
Yeah.
She must have balled out.
Yeah, and then I guess round 2 and 3, she shot really hot and walked away with an easy win. And rightfully earning her place on this feature card.
Yeah.
She's got a solid putting stroke. And
Yeah, you'll definitely see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to see. There she is.
full reach back.
Is that her king or a trespass?
That one is not her king. Her king is the blue one.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yep. So everybody else taking a bogey on that one. You're getting a stroke on the card there. Staying it even. Yeah, that's what it is. We're looking at top of the world after this one, Paige, and it's
Yeah. So this is usually our finishing hole. But now it's our 4th hole, and they've shortened the basket to eliminate the safety risk because there's a lot of times where you bring in the parking lot, and that's what the out of bounds is pointing at right here. So you want to keep it really low, and remember the 2-meter rule is in effect, and we have to throw over the trees. So it's probably our number 1 concern at this point is getting it down low without getting in the trees.
fought through pretty good.
Yeah, it got down. It was an errant release, but I was very happy that it came down.
Look like you went putter there.
Yes, I did.
Oh, Jesus. Ow.
Jennifer
What? Still parking
ripping it out 55 miles an hour, maybe a little heated. This is going places.
Yeah, she commented that, well, I got close to the old position.
She did. Not wrong. Not wrong at all. What's Zoe reaching for here?
This is her Marshall again. You can see she's putting that angle nose down because it is so downhill. She gets it right over the top of those trees and such a beautiful line.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. From the tee, we thought it was in.
So did Zoe. What a pretty line that was.
Yeah, it was beautiful to watch.
Come on, Caddy. Show a little more love than that.
She's like, it was this close.
I love it. See what Beth's got for us. Taking the hyzer line here.
Yeah, she's going a little bit higher and wider, trying to swoop it down in as it's losing speed.
It looks like it faded just a little bit early. Finishes almost pin high left.
Mm-hmm.
And Paige, you had a tricky look here.
Yeah, I had to stretch out again and throw a second sidearm approach in 2 holes, and this one with my Marshall. Slight Anheuser.
Yeah, Paige.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
From where that was,
Thank you.
downhill green, tough stick, made it work. There's Beth laying up. Probably her judge again. And Jennifer, this is how long she went.
From downtown, goes with a jump putt and leaves herself kind of a tester. About 25, 28 feet.
Yeah, this is not a putt you want if you can avoid it. Oh.
Makes it. Great putt early in the round. It's definitely good for the confidence.
Yeah, she's had a couple already. And nearly banged that one on 3 with the cage hit. Zoe for birdie. Dang.
That's a feeling that's not so great when you almost ace it, but then you leave yourself a tester.
Yeah.
It's kind of the risk reward of putting a little heat on it.
Great part save from Beth.
Yeah, that was great.
Made a fantastic putt after a decent upshot. Here you are, looking for a par save. Paige.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm saying to myself.
I made that one at least. Taking an unfortunate bogey after a great upshot.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can shake it off. Getting a good look at Jennifer's putt to save par.
And we'll be coming up on original hole 1.
All right. There are our scores. You are Paige losing a stroke to the card, but you're still in the lead with Jennifer, and we'll kick it off to our sponsors here in a hot second. All right, guys, we are back to the action, and like you said, we are original hole 1.
Yeah, so this one has 2 mandatories. You want to keep it low, but hopefully nose up because it's uphill. So if you don't have it low enough, you're going to hit those branches and stop your forward progress. But if you don't get it high enough, there's no chance at a birdie. Jennifer Allen here, going with her destroyer.
Well, it's leaking right.
But she makes the Mando
Yep.
and gets a little skip.
That's not actually not a bad spot to be over on the right there. It's kind of a little forehand up.
Yeah.
What's-
Zoe here with her defender.
That was looking nice.
Yeah, nice flat release.
Those railroad ties will kick you
Yeah.
straight back if you hit them on the fly. Or even a skip. Beth putting it center cut.
Yeah, that lucid air trespass. She loves that thing.
Yeah.
This is also a bio defender. I'm trying to go close to where Jen went, but a little bit more to the left. But yeah, just hit a tree and luckily got a good kick, but you know, that's not quite close enough for a birdie.
Yeah. So Zoe still over 100 feet out. That was your pier, I want to say?
I believe so, yes.
Like that darker putter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes it. A little bit of joking with the caddy.
Yeah. Zoe's all smiles on
Yeah,
the course,
she
man. She's
totally
great for the
is.
reaction
She's great
cam.
to play with.
She is. Yeah, you always want Zoe on your card if you can. Jennifer, looks like she's going to go through the V here.
She has a really strong jump putt. You know, I jump putt from quite a ways away for approaches, and ones that I don't even think about. She's still running jump putts, and it's really awesome to see the amount of power she gets off on those.
And decent forehand up there. Give you a chance to save par.
Yeah.
That suspect again?
It is the suspect, yes. Beth here, solid putt.
Look at her on the green,
Uphill, running it down. She loves it.
Doing work. Nicely done. We got Zoe looking for a par save. After that drive, that's impressive.
Yes, it is.
Not a bad drive. It just got punished on it. You are also looking for a par save?
Air balls aren't going to get you a par, though.
They are not, unfortunately. Hopefully we got a bogey save coming back the other way, though. Perfect putt. Just
you.
whatever you're channeling on that bogey putt, switch it to the par putt page.
Yeah. I've been thinking that, actually. I've been thinking that.
You are a comeback machine.
Yeah, so 2 bogeys in a row, like we touched on earlier.
Yep.
Daylaw is one. Oh, no.
Got Jennifer, too.
Yeah, Daylaw's one you don't really want to get bogeys on. If you can just get out of there shooting par golf, you're golden. So Jen and I are going to have a little bit of a setback there, and so we're looking to get some birdies coming up to offset those bogeys.
There's Beth.
Look at that flat release.
I know, man.
So nice.
Throws it beautifully. Gets great shape on the flight.
Yeah.
Every time. Like I said, there are those unfortunate boats. Zoe and Beth with some nice pars. And we are looking at hole 2. It's like 270, plays like 570. So uphill.
Yeah, and it's a complete dogleg to the left. If you can see, we're rounding that corner, and then it's another probably 150 feet. And then right behind the basket is a severe cliff. There's multiple layers, or levels. So if you throw your upshot deep, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, it slopes off very quickly. Zoe ripping at 54 up the hill. This is fantastic.
Yeah, nice and wide. No chance of hitting that shrubbery on the left, right in the center of the fairway. So she's going to have a challenging upshot. And honestly, all she wants to do from there is make sure she lands short of the basket.
Yeah, unless you're in putting range, you have a challenging upshot on this hole.
Yeah.
That hard pan combined with the slope right behind the basket, very tricky. Beth gets it up there. Jennifer Allen up next. 58 miles an hour.
Beautiful drive. She challenged the left side, which is actually perfect. That's absolutely what you want to do if you're trying to get down by the basket. And she's going to have a decision to make when she gets down there.
She does. She is.
I'm trying to follow Jennifer's line with my bio defender, but I pull it a little bit too tight, trying to get a little too aggressive and kind of hit that tree, leave myself with, 150 foot up shot that I am not loving.
Blind hard pan. That was fantastic, Paige.
Thanks. I'm trying to aim just short of the basket. Hopefully no roll, no ground play. I'm sure Beth's thinking the same thing.
I thought this looked great out of her hand.
Yeah, just skipped like 2 or 3 times. A little bit too much rotation on the disc, and the ground is nice and hard here. So, if it hits with too much speed, it's skipping.
And Zoe, after a great drive, 87 feet to the pin. Just going to throw a nice little layup. And that's the right miss if you're going to miss short or long.
It does make that putt pretty intimidating, though.
It sure does.
And here, Jen, what do you think she's doing? Oh,
she's
laying
being smart.
Round 1.
You know she wanted to run it so hard. but she just made herself play some smart golf. There is Beth Uppin. She'll be putting for 4. And here you are trying to save par.
Yeah.
Good hit, Paige.
Thank you.
Not the cleanest of looks.
Yeah, and I love you guys' catch cam. It's cool to actually see what the disc does when it hits because we can't see that from back there.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
And Zoe with a great death putt right there.
Yeah.
That was super scary, and she is very happy that went in. And Jen giving some love. Some great camaraderie on the card today.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Beth looking for the bogue save. Beth, you don't do that. Oh, no. And I don't even think she has a look from over there.
Yeah, those branches are kind of making her have to lay up, and she doesn't quite get it close enough. But, she's made lots of these already in 5 holes, so I have no doubt about this.
Yep. Makes the triple, fortunately. Unfortunately, it's a triple, but at least she made the putt.
Mm-hmm.
And Jennifer, a par, which it's a decision she'll live with.
Yeah.
On this one, you'll take a 3. It takes an incredible drive to get a 2. This was almost it.
Full follow through.
Jennifer has some very signature form.
Yes, she does. And, Beth Carden, that triple bogey, you got to think, there's 2 ways that she can handle the rest of the round. Does she let that stick with her or not?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see soon. But hole 7, par 3, 354 feet. This one is slightly downhill, but relatively straight. There's a few different options. There's no OB, but you do not want to go to the right because of this severe cliff. So you have some players that go out wide Anheuser or sidearm over this bush, kind of like Zoe's doing. But she doesn't get quite enough Anheuser release on it, and she's going to be over by hole 6's tee pad.
Yeah. We'll see what her upshot looks like from over there. You know what that disc was?
That was her Lucid Deputy.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you see Jen's shot here, she's going for a more straight shot, but puts a little bit too much turn on it. So she's going to be hindered by those trees, but there are gaps to putt through over there.
Yeah, you get some fun putts on that side.
Yeah, they're fun.
I believe that was her star rock.
And this is my classic blend Marshall. Just a little bit high, hits that tree and knocks me down about 80, 90 short.
Yep, you called it. Not a bad spot, though, at all.
So nice. Come on,
Should be a relatively easy up and down. Beth, this is her king. And that one is unfortunately in a tree.
Yeah, 2 meter rule. It's already coming to get us
I
here
know,
on
right?
this feature card. 2 within 7 holes, and we're trying to keep it on the ground from here on out.
That's for sure. How about that upshot from Zoe, though?
That was amazing.
And Beth getting about 2/3 of the way there, and there is her tree just managed to wedge in that little tiny branch. Give it a run?
I am. I can't see the basket, but I know if I put a soft Annie on it, there's a chance. It was close, but, I'm not really expecting to hit a 90-foot putt.
Yeah. And there is Super Caddy, Tina
Yeah,
Oakley.
Tina, she's
Two
out here
bagging it.
doing media for Dynamic, and she's like, hey, if you want to caddy for a few holes.
I love it.
Yeah.
And here is Jen's look. It gives it such a good bid.
Beautiful. Perfect speed, just a tiny bit high.
Yeah, just a little bit too much want on it. And
A little bit too much what?
Want.
Want?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So Jen now having to take a knee because she put it a little deep.
Trying to avoid the birdogey, but that is gonna bogey. Paige, good comebacker.
Thank you.
Paige Pierce doesn't miss comeback putts.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I actually had that thought about midway through this round that, I just got to start pretending it's to save par.
There you go. Jennifer to save bogey, which she does nicely. And Zoe will be dropping in par here. I believe Beth will be taking a 5 because of that 2 meter stroke.
Yep.
Thank you.
The high 5 fist pound.
Classic.
It happens.
I actually did that with Zoe on that tee pad, and
Did you really?
she grabbed my hand and said, trailer hitch. I never heard that one
really?
before.
That's good. Look at that concentration on that fantastic par save putt. Nicely done. You are sitting at 2 over, as is Zoe. Jen's just 1 back. Beth's slipping a little bit. We'll see what she's got for us coming up. But coming up, Paige, is probably the toughest par 3 now.
Yeah, unless you're Greg Barsby and you like
Roller
roller
race it.
races. But yeah, this hole is very difficult. It's 390 feet, par 3. It has a lot of trees in the fairway, so there's actually a sneaky gap over the right side, but you see the entire right side is lined with a thick tree line, and it's very severely downhill, so you do not want to be over there. You have to fully trust your disc out wide.
Zoe?
A little bit inside on a hyzer. She's going for a different gap. There is a smaller gap on the left side, but it doesn't allow you to get to the basket. So she's playing this one for a par.
Yep. That's a very, very popular collection spot right there.
It is.
With that row
totally.
of trees.
That branch just drops you right there and leaves you with a sidearm approach.
You were ripping this 63 miles an hour, and you did not like this out of your hand, Paige.
I liked how wide it was, but I didn't like the amount of anhyzer I put on it.
Okay.
I thought I was going to be too far to the right. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see
you
where
almost
it
got a
lands.
putt at it.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Jennifer, that's almost her top speed at 59.
Pretty close to where Zoe hit, as you said, collection spot, but she kind of gets a roll to the right, and she's going to have quite a bit of a difficult approach from there.
Yeah, she really is.
Lots of trees on that right side.
And that downhill hard pan, too.
Look at this shot from Beth. I was super impressed by this shot.
So good.
She put an anhyzer on it wide, trusted her disc, and she got down there pretty clean.
Yeah. Not exactly a local. She's from Walnut Creek, so kind of the East Bay area, but close enough. I'm sure she's played this course a ton, and it's really showing. Jennifer's forehand upshot from the knee. She said you don't see those very often from her.
No, you definitely don't.
And Zoe looking up for this hyzer window over the trees.
Yeah, I like this. I like this play.
Oh, I did too. That was a great shot selection.
A lot of trust, and you can see she gets it really sharp, so it kind of eliminates the chance of it getting stuck at least a little bit more than it would have.
Come down a little harder.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. That's interesting.
Beth with the wide sidearm. This is the typical upshot you will see on this hole because that left side is open. She gets down there pin high.
She's got a putt for
Yeah.
par. And there's Super Caddy again.
And I actually got down there quite a bit farther than I thought, and I'm trying to get this bonus birdie right here.
It's been a stroke on the field, and almost
Yeah.
two possibly if you bang that one. Went a little bit long. You got to come back her.
Yeah, a little bit right. Good height.
So this is Jennifer Allen with her third. She's going to be laying up for a 4.
Smart play.
Yeah, there's really no shame in a 4 on this
Yeah.
one. And Paige. Paige Pierce doesn't miss comeback putts.
Yeah, I'm happy
That
with
was-
the 3 on that,
That
one.
was a huge putt, too. It was easily 30 feet, if not more. Zoe?
Oh, just a tiny bit right. She's looking for that to sit, and it does.
I think she might have a longer putt for bogey now.
Yeah.
She's so solid.
It could have been quite a bit
Worse.
worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. What a great putt from Zoe. And we'll get a smile because it's Zoe.
Still happy, even with the bogey.
Yep.
Such a joy to play with.
Right?
And I don't know if you know this about Zoe, but she freestyle raps. So
What?
another great reason to play with
Why
Zoe.
isn't this on YouTube yet?
I keep trying to get her to do it on commentary or like, in public, but she just walking down the fairway starts freestyling, and it really gets the vibes going. I really enjoy playing with Zoe.
That's my favorite thing today so far. That is fantastic. Great putt by Beth there. A 3 on that hole.
Yeah, absolutely. Well played hole.
Yeah.
Wide trust on the drive, great sidearm approach, and a solid putt.
Yeah.
She's such a well-rounded player, and I'm really enjoying this round with her so far. So we're on to hole 9. Typically, this would be our halfway point.
Oh, yeah.
But day law is 24 holes. So, we got to maybe eat some snacks and kick up the energy and, navigate this 390-foot shot. It is downhill and really demanding. It's super straight. It calls for a really, really straight direct shot. And I'm going with my gatekeeper here. If you see those 2 thick dark trees, you want to miss the one on the right just by a little bit and have the disc going forward. Mine is turning a little bit, but I did get down the fairway, so I'll have a putt, but at De La, No putt's safe.
No, especially not that one.
Yeah.
Downhill, and it slips off about 20 feet past the basket. There's a real big drop off. Beth, this one's turned a little more than she wanted. That's one of her trespasses.
Yeah, she said that's her more beaten one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Zoe reaching for here?
This is, I believe, her Saint Pro.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I remember seeing it on the fairway now.
Little bit of a late release, hits a tree and kicks her left side. She's going to have quite a ways to the basket still.
Yeah.
And the green is so tricky.
Oh, my goodness, it is. Better to kick left than right from
Yeah.
that spot, though, at least.
Look
And
at this shot.
she's going destroyer here.
Yeah. I didn't even try the driver. It's just
Yeah.
crazy to control this disc this much
Yeah.
with that much speed. And she gets past the basket.
Yeah, she got a really nice kick out of those. I
Amazing.
feel like what happens with a driver is you end up with those left-hand
Yeah.
trees every time,
Totally.
right? Yeah,
Because
you're
it starts losing speed and hyzers out.
exactly. But she got a very fortunate kick and roll towards the basket for a birdie look, which is a stroke on the card if she hits it.
Wow.
Look at Zoe.
Beautiful approach. Stand still, downhill, about 240 feet maybe,
Yeah.
and gets just short of pin high.
Beth, 135 to the pin. Just unfortunate catch. Just a little bit of lettuce on the way out. Hopefully she can get up and down from here to save a bogey.
Yep. Good layup.
That'll work. And Paige.
Running it.
Running it.
Yep. Yeah, I've got to make up for those bogeys at this point.
It was such a good look, too, but it faded out
Yeah,
just a little early.
Kind of right on the edge of committing and being scared.
Uh-huh.
So, those soft bids don't really go in, and just a little disappointed with myself on that one. And this incredible par save by Zoe.
Right?
This is one of the best par saves I've seen at this course.
After that drive, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, she's at least taking a bogey. Hopefully it's not a 5. And there
Yeah.
she threes on it.
That
So good.
upshot was so beautiful.
And again, doing the Paige Pierce thing. Making the comebacker.
Yeah, can't be upset with a 3.
No.
Can't be
Oh,
upset
no,
with a
not
3.
at all. That's a great score on this hole.
Jen with her birdie look from about, what do you think, 16 or so?
Yeah. For a stroke on the field, I'm sure. Jennifer.
A stroke on the entire field, I would have to assume.
Oh, yeah. I'd be very surprised if anybody else got this one. Maybe Kat. Maybe Sarah. It plays pretty decent for her forehand. Like a kind of
Yeah,
a flex.
if you can put a good Anheuser release on the sidearm, maybe.
And get through those trees.
Yeah.
But not easy to do.
I've seen Jessica Weiss get down there a time or two.
Yeah. I know a lefty aced it a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah?
A lefty, so
Wow.
the forehand line must be there at least a little bit. Here is that fantastic comebacker. Good
Ooh.
catch by that Mach
Yeah,
X.
Mach X. That's actually my favorite basket to putt on.
Is it
They work well for my putt.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really
sure.
hard.
Your
yeah.
spin putt, you're not going through. And
Yeah.
You're probably not coming back out either. Beth with the bogey. Everybody else taking 3s. 3's a great score on that hole, but you guys are looking for 2s on this one.
Yes, absolutely. And this is one of my favorite holes on the course. Hole 10, 348 feet, but probably only plays like 310, 320 because it's very downhill. There is OB on the left side, which is where your disc is hopefully leaking towards. And there's also the tee pad on the right side for the next hole. So you kind of want to avoid both of those areas and just be as straight as possible. I'm going with my suspect here, hard and flat, and letting it hyzer out at the end.
This looks so good.
Ooh.
Oh,
I was wondering how close it
That
was.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
I loved it out of my hand,
we
but
almost got you on SportsCenter page. That was so close.
just a little bit too much heat. Like I was touching on old hole 2, that the ground is so hard. If it has too much speed, it's skipping for sure.
And Zoe shanking it right. This is a fantastic kick.
Wow, right into the center of the fairway with that Saint Pro.
Yeah. And then she
Jeez.
thanks the tree.
Yeah, little tree love.
Jennifer.
Ooh, nice controlled Anheuser release with an overstable disc, so it hyzers back when it's losing speed, and she's 20 feet away.
Yeah, I think that was her star rock again. And we have a trespass from Beth. This is Aubuchon.
Little turn, but kind of high, and it hits those branches.
And we're daylighting.
This is our first real daylight.
It is, yeah. And that one sat right there. Kind of when
Yeah.
you saw it hit the trees. So she's actually not a bad spot at all, honestly. Zoe. upshot game is so strong.
Yeah, so strong. She loves that Marshall. She relies on that a lot for her approaches.
And see, Beth got within 75 of the pin, and gosh, little half go there.
Yeah.
That could have dropped. And Jennifer for a birdie.
You got to hope she's not thinking about that last miss birdie putt and just connects on this one solidly. And she does.
Yeah, nice to see that. Oh, unfortunately drops the mini. That's a stroke. Tough to see that. And Paige, you got a chance to save par at least.
Yeah. Circle 3 look here from about 25 past.
Great putt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good at saving par.
You are good at saving par. You should have hire someone just to whisper in your ear right before you putt. This is for par, Paige.
Beth. It's a shorty, luckily, because that tree kind of blocks her stance.
Yeah. Just squeezes a foot in there, thankfully.
Lots of obstacles out here. Drive, upshot, green, no
Oh,
matter
yeah.
what it is, you kind of have to be willing to improvise and adapt to your footing.
Yeah, absolutely. Wing Co giving us a beautiful look at Jennifer Allen in slow-mo. Her signature form there. She's carding the 2, getting a stroke on everybody. Getting within one of you. Zoe also just went back. Beth kicking it. We're looking at normal hole 8A, hole 11.
Yeah, this is one of the shortest holes on the course, 200 feet, par 3. It does have a lot of danger, though. This is a big scoring separator, honestly. That cliff you see down to the right is the biggest cliff I think you will see.
It is gnarly.
And when you have to throw an Anheuser release off the tee, it definitely comes into play.
I always say this hole's really easy too, but it's also a very easy 5.
Yes, absolutely. And if you hit one of these early trees right here, you could be looking, like you said, at a 5.
And look at this kick for Jennifer.
Amazing. In the bullseye.
Wow.
Zoe here with her deputy.
Oh, okay. And she's waiting for a car here, if you notice her look left. And you can see it drive by, and she was regretting not resetting after that one, I believe.
Yeah, a little bit inside. But she hits in the center of the fairway. So
Yeah, if she kicks 20 feet right of that,
Yeah.
you're looking at a 5.
this is my moonshine deputy here.
What a line, Paige. Oh, my gosh.
Ooh, good little backstop.
Yeah, those trees are there for that. It's kind of nice. If you put
Yeah.
on a good line, you're not punished most of
Yeah.
the time. Beth?
Oh, another good kick. These trees are being really friendly to us on here
Aren't
on
they?
hole 11.
Ends up with a birdie look. So let's see what Zoe can do. Still has to get up the hill.
She throws that deputy again, a little bit soft. She doesn't want to challenge that hill, so she leaves herself with this 47-foot putt. Ooh, no problem for the world champion putter.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Wow.
she's the current world champion for putting.
I will believe that.
Yeah. Makes
So
it look
good.
so easy.
It's
right in the
perfect, too.
center.
Yeah, it could not have been a better place to the basket.
Dagger.
Nice job,
Literally.
Zoe. Yeah. Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
She putts with the dagger.
And Beth looking for a birdie not as well, but a birdie. And unfortunately, those mock X's, if you're on the sides,
Yeah.
they will chain you out sometimes. But you make a nice birdie right there, and Jennifer will be dropping in as well.
So 2 birdies in a row from Jen.
Yeah.
And we're just about halfway through the round, so, hopefully she can card a turkey, maybe.
We'll see.
This next hole, hole 12, is gettable. There are some changes to it, though.
Oh, that's right. We got a little Mando action we'll see here. Yeah, love slow-mo disc golf. It's the best. Looks like you are just one over right now. Got a good round going. Jennifer, one more back of that, as is Zoe. And we'll be looking at, like you said, hole 12, regular hole 9.
Yeah, so you can see this Mando on the left side. It's really early in the shot, so you just want to make sure to aim inside of that, but keep the disc straight because the gap is dead straight ahead, and this is reachable at only 315 feet. We are looking to get a putt on this one. Again, there is a lot of woods on the right and also kind of a drop-off.
Yes, there is. Jennifer hits a tree. Fortunately, comes down. She's about halfway down the fairway.
Yep.
Hopefully a par is in her future. What do you have in your hand here, Paige?
This is my gatekeeper. Narrowly missed the Mando. Hit that tree and it stays up. 2-meter rule.
Again.
Our 4th one of the round.
That is amazing. Zoe?
Good.
Oh.
So close.
was looking beautiful.
So close.
There's a lot of that at De La.
Yes, there is. Beth up now. She's trying to follow Zoe's line. There is a gap over there. If you kind of put a turn on an overstable disc towards that right side, when it starts hyzering out, there is a backdoor gap over there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you like the flex line or more like the straight Annie route.
I prefer the straight route,
Uh-huh.
but they're both equally beneficial. I would say it just depends on what's your strength.
Sure. That was your third, which unfortunately grabbed a tree. You'll be looking at up and down 5 most likely. Zoe, I really love this shot selection from her again, going over the
Yeah.
top, finding the biggest gap and throwing
Totally.
it just through it.
Leaves it a little bit short. She had to put that one quite a bit nose up to float it in and just didn't get quite enough speed on it.
Yep. And here is your up shot for 4. And that one's under the log?
Yeah, under the log. Might have a tricky stance, but we'll see once we get up there. Yeah, kind of skid under there.
And Beth with that lucid judge. Great up shot. She's got a par putt.
Yeah. She throws that thing really well. As you can see, 12 holes in, she's thrown it on every upshot. So that's kind of how you get to know your discs really well. Trust them in the tournament.
Yeah.
And
It's funny, everybody carries a huge bag, but a lot of times they just reach for the same
Yeah,
disc over and
totally.
over and over again.
Zoe here with another great putt.
Another great par save.
Yeah. 3 in a row. Solid, not great tee shots and then still salvaging a par.
Finding a way to make it work. Really strong mental game on her.
And short game.
Yeah. And just leaking left there for your 5. I believe that's going to be a 6, unfortunately. Beth for par. Super solid on the green. And with that 2 meter, a little bit of tree kick. We were looking at a triple, unfortunately. That'll happen at De La.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. So a little bit of frustration happening, through the front 12 holes, and carding a 6 out at De La is not what you're looking for to be in contention. So hoping on the back to make up a few strokes. Jen has me by 1, as does Zoe, and Beth is at 10 over.
Cool. Well, that's all we got for part 1, guys. We'll catch you in part 2.